Welcome to another beautiful day out here in northeastern North Carolina. Beautiful weather. This is December 31st, 2024, and here in northeastern North Carolina, it's 57 degrees. The sun goes behind the clouds. It drops to like negative 30. I freeze. All jokes aside, I'm here today going to do a accuracy test with my Bear Creek Arsenal BC-202. That's Bear Creek Arsenal's version of the .22 Magnum 1022 clone. If you guys have been following the channel, you have seen that rifle in the past several videos. Now, a few caveats. I'm not the best shooter in the world, not the most accurate that has ever been. That said, this setup should at least get me, hopefully, within MOA. Guys, before we even get into the range test of this rifle, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this glass is crap. This is a .22 Magnum. This is the second scope I've had on this rifle, and it is not holding up to the .22 Magnum. If you have a suggestion of what kind of glass I need to put on this rifle, leave a comment down below. I'm going to be doing the test at 50 yards and 100 yards. And I think that's what I'm going to leave this rifle sighted in at 100 yards. I'm Curry. This is Robert's Bushcraft. Let's put some lead down range. Today's gear: Banish 30, BC-202. This is the Vortex Copperhead 4-12. Got my Otis cleaning kit. This is the 5.56, 7.62, 9mm, 40 to 45, 12 gauge. And I've got all kinds of other stuff stuck in here that I've collected over the years. Different little tools here and there. Handy dandy little kit. Finally found some Federal 50 grain .22 Magnum at a local big box store, Rural King. This is the nut that covers the threads when the suppressor's not in use. Factory 9-round mag, factory 15-round mag, eye protection, shooting gloves. I love these mechanics. Easy to use the phone with. They fit well. I like these, love the color. Problem solving fuel. Gotta have that. We're gonna go ahead and get started, get this loaded up, and see where we are on paper. Okay, as you guys can see, this is the poor man's lead sled. I've got the Caldwell tack driver. This thing has been around this property for, I don't know, 30 years now, better. Got about a 5-mile-an-hour southwesterly wind coming in. And again, it's I just checked the weather. It is 57 degrees, and we're at 71% humidity. So let's get these guys on, because they are important. Federal 50 grain. Let's see what we have. Okay, let's go check that group. We are at 50 yards. We'll go check that group and see what that looks like, because I certainly cannot see it from here. don't have the best vision in the world either. But we'll go see this, see what kind of adjustments we need to make. Let's go. Okay, elevation seems to be there. Let me move that over. I believe I can tighten that group up. Yeah, looks good. Let's try that. Okay. Okay, so the group did come over just a little. We did have a flyer, but you know, these are all within, I believe this is the one of the shots. So right now we're within the square. I think I can still tighten that up. I'm gonna come back over some more. We're getting close. Okay. Let's go see where we are. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Gonna have to go back to the video. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 3 shots right here. Look at that, guys. I had it dead center. Still shooting a little high to the right. I may leave the elevation, but I think I'm going to bring over a couple more clicks. That's what I'm looking for right there. Once I get this centered and I'm satisfied with the bullseye, let the barrel cool down, come back and try it again. And while I'm loading this up, talk about ammo a little bit. When I first got this gun, now I'm going to mention it just about every time I have a video out featuring this rifle. Now this rifle has gotten a lot of hate online. People having failure to feeds, light primer strikes, things like that, and I had the exact same issue. What resolved my issues was tightening the screws on the V-block. This barrel was incredibly loose right from the factory. So the QC from Bear Creek failed this one. I say fail, the weapon is fine. It just needs to be tightened. So QC from Bear Creek missed this one. Took it home, took it out of the stock because, you know, usually when you have a lot of misfires, things like that, failure to feeds, first place to go is the bolt. Take it apart, look in there, see what's going on. Well, when I took the stock away from the receiver and the barrel, I mean, it was, when I held it by the barrel, you could see the receiver drop. Tighten it up, little blue Loctite around those bolts, tightened it up, and running like a sewing machine ever since. Close anyway. I mean, there's the occasional failure to feed, and not failure to feed, there's an occasional well, yeah, I'll get the occasional failure to feed, but she is good to go now. So let's see where we are on this target. Feel good about that hold. Let's go check her out. My goodness gracious. Previous 3 shots, last 3 shots. I think I'm going to leave that alone. Right now I'm at 50 yards. I'm going to leave this alone elevation wise, and let's see what we're getting at 100. But I think just to test it out a little more, I may go and shoot that top left, and let's see what we're getting. Just to make sure I'm not confusing any of these. But these were originals. First got here, moved over the group, and then moved over, and I'm happy with that one. All right, so I'm going to go to that top left corner. And again, we're at 50 yards. All right, I'm pretty happy with that hold there. Let's go ahead and get in there and see what we've got. Now I may need to switch glasses because right now the way I'm laying, I'm really kind of looking over my glasses versus through them. I feel good about that hold. I wish I could see those groups. And this is a 4-14 scope. Oh, wait a minute. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, now that's a little better. I can see that group. That's a pretty group. Still about an inch high. But my goodness. Let's go check that out. My goodness gracious. Guys, the accuracy is here. It is definitely here. These two are almost touching. That one is almost touching. The accuracy is there. Okay, I think I'm going to I think now I'm going to let the barrel cool down. Maybe even change the target out. Back up to 100 yards and see what this group does. We're back at the 100-yard line now, and I'm getting a pretty good sight picture. I feel good about the shots that I'm getting ready to take. It's a pretty good day to do this. It's a little windy, but you know, 5 to 10 mile an hour wind is kind of an average day for us out here. So these are conditions that I would normally need to be shooting in. So fresh mag. Make sure she's in there good. I need to tighten that up. All right, so fresh mag, 100-yard line. Let's get some glasses on. And let's see where we're hitting on this. chance we're going to be a little low, but let's just see. Let me get on there. This is going to be the top right corner. I'll go ahead and aim it dead center. Where are we on there? I don't see it. Let's go another one. Let's go check that group. Safe. Let's go see what we got. Okay, well, this opened up a little bit. So that was, these are the 3 shots here. I was aiming here. And there is a crosswind down there. So it could have a pretty good effect on that bullet, which I feel like it is. Plus, my shooting skills are atrocious. So let's see what we've got here with the holdover. That's, I mean, I'll have to get something out to measure that, and maybe I'll do that at home. 1.5 inches, maybe. Ooh. Let's go check that one out. That's more than 5. Scope's turning. Are you kidding me? Now that looks as parallel. Of course, it's impossible for me to see that. However, the crosshairs in this thing just twisted. I feel like we're going to be wasting ammo from this point. I can't believe that. I mean, it looks, but I mean, it only takes a little bit to throw it off. I may. Man. To give you an idea of what the reticle looked like through the scope, typically it's you have your left and right like so. I thought it was my eyes playing tricks on me at first, but once in a while I would see something like that or that. Then the last couple shots, the whole reticle, everything inside just like that. Shot a few times and then straightened back out. So I think some of what I have on paper shows the capabilities of that target barrel. Some of it was me pulling shots, and some of it is that scope. That is the second one I had on that rifle. And I think I'm done with the Vortex. I think we're going to go with something different, maybe a primary arms. Again, if you have a suggestion of what kind of glass I should put on that rifle, leave me a comment down in the box below. Guys, I thank you for joining me today on this accuracy test. There's my berm way down there. It's been a fun day. Any day that I can come out here and get on the range and test this stuff out, it's a great day. I'm Curry. This is Robert's Bushcraft. Defend the weak, fight for what you love, and may the wings of liberty never lose a feather. God bless.